Just an awareness where it is coming from, and a conscious awareness, I do not want to be like this. Correct? All this practice takes a long time, but once the awareness begins, you are well on your way. That's the main thing. The seed is sown, let it sprout. Dridam. Dridam means stubborn. Stubbornness again is a reaction of a certain weakness, a certain emptiness, a certain emptiness. So to cover it up, we behave with this stubbornness. Oh, you hold on to something, hold on to courage. So even with this nature of dridam, the stubbornness of thought, generally people around you will make you realize why are you behaving this way, why are you holding on, why are you so stubborn. They make you realize. So at that time, don't attack them, just register what they are saying, and later on, look into it. Look into it, why you are behaving this way. What is it for? The moment you look into it, you find that quality dissolves. Do I really want to be this way? Ask yourself. Just looking into it makes a lot of difference. You know, to strengthen your muscles, you exercise them. Correct? Exercise that means every day we look into the muscle by doing something, isn't it? That is a conscious looking into. Similarly with thought. With thought, we just keep on thinking and living, isn't it? We don't stop and look into the thought. Why am I this way? Why am I so stubborn? What triggered the anger? That looking into thought makes a lot of difference. It is equal to your physical gymnasium. Just looking. Looking into objectively, don't penalize yourself. Don't feel guilty. I should not have done this. That is not the purpose. I should have changed. Don't even tell yourself that I have to change. It won't work. Just look into it. Just say, all right, this is the source, this is the reason. Do I really want it? Tell yourself, no, I don't want it. Repeatedly when you do this, no, I don't want it. It will lose its strength. You don't even have to tell yourself, I have to change. That's another gift producing. Don't do all that. Be kind to your thoughts. Deal with yourself with a lot of compassion. Be kind to yourself. That's what the Antakarana longs for, kindness. Everyone longs for it. Our Antakarana longs for just some kindness, some compassion. Some people do strange things, they make a mistake, then they say, I pinch my ears, I never do it again. It's all torturing yourself. What fun that gives? Isn't it? I twist my ears. You don't need all this. I am happy the way I am, and I am just chiseling the sharp edges. You don't have to hurt yourself. It is not necessary. You should act. You need not be. Just help yourself. So, Balavan Vedam. And so, therefore, Arjuna tells Krishna, because of the nature of the mind which is like this, Tasya Aham Nigraham. So, Tasya, of this mind, Tasya Nigraham. Nigraham means holding such a mind. Tasya Nigraham. Holding, keeping such a mind in just holding it in one place, keeping it in, holding it together. Aham manye, I think. Aham manye, I believe, I think. great crash. I don't have any choice. So I find it difficult. That is his question. And then the Lord answers. Let us see. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Asamshayam Mahabhavo Manodur Nigraham Chalam Abhyasena tu Kaunteya Vairagyena Chagvidate Shri Bhagavan Vacha Asamshayam Mahabhavo Manodur Nigraham Chalam Abhyasena tu Kaunteya Vairagyena Chagvidate. Sri Bhagavan speaks, and the first thing he says is, I agree with you. Asamshaya. Undoubtedly, I agree with you. You know, you should know one thing. People do not like to be told they are wrong. The sooner you learn, you understand that, the easier life will be for you. What is that? People do not, nobody. Some people, the ladies will say, men can never admit they are wrong. Then they say that. But it's not men or women. Nobody likes to be told that they are wrong. Nobody. You try telling your staff that. The poor staff, because they have to work, they don't like to be told. So therefore, when somebody is wrong, and you know it, there has to be another way of handling it, because pointing never works. You don't like it, nobody likes it. So that is the tool Arjuna and Lord Krishna has used here. Arjuna is not wrong, but the first thing, remember, the first thing to put a person at ease is to make him know that you see his point. Very important. I see what you say. I understand what you say. I acknowledge what you say. Very important. In any conflict, this is a very important sentence. You are in conflict, listen to the other. First you say, and you should mean it, I understand, which means I have listened carefully. That helps the other person, that puts the other person at ease. And therefore, asamshayam, undoubtedly it is true, I agree with you. First he says, I agree with you. Later on he puts two, but. First, so this is communication, assumption. Hey Mahabhavu, you are right. Undoubtedly you are right. Mano durnigraham. The mind is durnigraham, hard to hold. Nigraha is to hold. Dur is very difficult. Very hard. Durnigraham. And it is chalam, it is of the nature of movement. It's not going to stay in one place. Then he uses the word tu. Tu means but. But. Abhyasena. This is a universal law. The law of practice. Abhyasa means practice. You practice and practice and practice. What is the law of success? There are three laws of success. Law number one, practice. Law number two, practice. Law number three, practice. Don't it? Abhyasena. You just start practicing. But with practice, abhyasena, with practice. Sanskrit, people have forgotten Sanskrit. Third case? No. Abhyasena, with the help of practice. Ekaunteya and Vairagyena. Vairagya. Vairagyena cha grihyate. The mind can be held with Vairagya, with the help of Vairagya. Now we have to look how is Abhyasa, alright, I can practice. Now how is Vairagya? How to handle this? What is Vairagya? How to... Vairagya is a nice sounding word. What do you mean by it? Dispassion. What is this? How do I bring this in my life? How do I, what do I take home? What do I be? How should I live with this word Vairagya? She's now doing Sanskrit technique. How do I understand what just how? It's nice to say dispassion. If you don't understand Vairagya, it's another source of great guilt. Because when people will say, no, I love my family, I love my house, I love to eat good food. What dispassion? Why dispassion? Isn't it? I don't want to, I love all that. And therefore I'd rather give up Gita than give up all this. What is Vairagya?
Accept as it comes.
Not to get affected.
Vairagya is, first of all, born of knowledge. And that knowledge is what is called Viveka. Viveka. And it's a very special Viveka. That Viveka, that knowledge is knowledge of the truth. And what is the truth? The truth is, I am much bigger than what I see myself. I am too big. This body is too small. This is just a costume. I am far big. The word for big in Sanskrit is brihat. Brihat. Put the R down. Br. The with halat.
Oh, I thought it was the.
Brihat becomes the later and bring add something. Brihat in Sanskrit means big. Brihatvat, due to the nature of being big, so big that it can accommodate everything. That's what we call Brahman. Brahman comes from this word. So big that it encompasses everything. And the truth is, I am that bigness. Correct? I am so big. And that's how you get that Aham Brahmasmi. Because I am bigness, that's all. The body can never limit me. The body is a costume and it has limitations. Let it have limitations. No problem. I can deal with it. Because I am so big. Emotions have limitations. Let them have the limitations. No problem. You get angry, you feel bad, you feel sad, it's all right. Because those are the limitations of the emotions. All right, we will deal with it. I am of the nature of bigness. That's the meaning of Aham Brahmasmi. I am big. I am not equal to the body. I'm far too greater, too big. The body is just a mode of expression, expressing to the world, relating to the world. That knowledge that I am of the nature of bigness, which means body is me. Now here you must be very careful. You will hear in Vedanta this other class. They will say, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am the mind. Hey, you cannot say I am not the body. It is disassociation. Learn into other knowledge. Body is me. Emotions are me, they are mine. Thoughts are me. Everything is me. But I am far bigger than all of them. They are just my tools. Are you seeing the difference? Body is me, so I will look after it. I will take great care. Emotions are me, so I will treat my emotions with compassion and kindness. I treat myself with kindness. They are all me. But I am much bigger than them. That is why I, the big I, say my body. Don't I say my body? It's like saying my bag. I am much bigger than my bag. So I can say my bag. The I is Brahman, bigness. Once you know that clearly, steadily, thoroughly, these are my tools, the body, mind, sense complex are my tools. They require something. All right, I give it to them. I require protection for the body. I require emotions. I need good people around me. I give it all to the personality. But at the back of my mind, what do I know? I am far too big. This is just for me. Long as this destiny of this body continues, I give it what it requires. No more, no less. And I don't make much of it. Why? It's only a body. It's only a few emotions and thoughts. So therefore, if the body gets what it requires, wonderful. Sometimes it doesn't get what it requires. I am so big, I can do without it. My happiness doesn't rely on that. That is Vairagya. If you simply say dispassion and all that, you go home, what will you do? You are the same person. So Vedanta is not words, Vedanta is a vision. You have to see that and live like that. So you simply say some words and go away, it won't help you. Right? That's how the capacity to do without Vairagya comes in. Because I am so big. I'll try to get what I can. If it doesn't come out right, my happiness doesn't rely on that. Because I'm too big. I'm just too big. Not the ego. Now this ego is, we'll say, the body, this personality. So Mrs. Gupta is so big because she is Lions Club leader. Lioness Club leader. That is not what we talk about because the very nature of Mrs. Gupta is only temporary, isn't it? She will live for 89, 100 years. That is not the bigness. Are you able to see? Yeah. So the ahankara is now converted into an enlightened ahankara, which you will live with all your life. And what is the enlightened ahankara? I am Brahman. I am too big. All these things will come and go. Diseases will come and go. And some emotional problem will come and go. And some people's problem will come and go. They'll all come and go. I deal with it. At the back of my mind, I am too big for all this. And therefore, I can accommodate anything. I can give anything. Correct? You know, there is only one center of the universe. That center of the universe is you. are the center of everything. You are so weak. We only believe because we live with our bodies. We believe I am so much. I am not so much. Surely not so much. You know, you realize this. You remember all this class, you remember what we are saying here. Whenever death comes, because when death comes, the body is there, you are now moved out of the body and you watch your body from the body. And you say, oh, that is me. Then you remember all this. You say it was so true. I'm not equal to my body. That was just my clothes. What? So much to do about these clothes. So people already recognize when they have a lot of people talk about near death. They go for it. They experience it. And then they come back and when they live, they don't make much about it. They just live in the moment. You don't have to go through all that. You can learn from other people's knowledge, other people's experience. That is knowledge. That's all he's saying. Vairagya comes when you know I am too big. I am Brahman, quite too big. I am the nature of bigness. Then it's easy. Then what is the mind? What are thoughts? So let them come, let them go. So emotions come, pain comes, and come and go. With practice I deal with them. And with that Vairagya, what is the Vairagya? I can do with whatever the body, mind, sense complex needs. I can do without it. Doesn't inflict on me, doesn't infringe on my happiness. Because I am Brahman. I am big. So big. So by that, grief and pain, you can hold your thoughts. You don't give them that exaggerated value. This you have to meditate on. That is called Nididhyasana. Nididhyasana is meditating on your largeness. That is Nididhyasana. Every day you stay telling yourself, closing, shutting everything else, and for a few moments, stay with that bigness. You need to do it because otherwise you believe you're this much. And the pains of this much alone. And the trials and tribulations of this and then everything related to this. Which means my house, my work, my car, my doggy, everything. Everything is going to cause me pain. So every day for a moment. Because that is the truth. Isn't it? You don't want the recognition of the truth after you leave the body. That time surely you will recognize. Surely, guaranteed. Because you will watch your own body and say, oh, I'm not there. And then you find everybody playing, oh, please move. Please, don't stay here. Those are the prayers. Now you have left the body. The prayers are, may you have a happy journey. Please go. Correct? Those are the prayers. Safely go, we are with you. So you will hear that thing for your safe journey. Good thoughts. Prayers are good thoughts. So that you are safe, so that you are not disturbed, because it's a jerk. When you leave the body, it's a jerk. You are so used to this body, now you are suddenly out. So the prayers create a nice warmth, a nice shaking air. They are not 1, 2 days, we are 12 days. So, see, by that time you are comfortable, and you are on your way. So those are the things. So you don't want to recognize that truth then. You might as well recognize it now. What is the truth? Your too big. The body is an instrument. Let it take its course, because the destiny for this body is set at the time of your birth, before your birth. Your horoscope is fixed, from the time you are born. That's the destiny of this body. What will come to it, the people it will meet, the diseases it will have, the cures it will have, the accidents, and the good things, everything is fixed. Let it take its course. Don't worry about it. Okay, stop there. Om Purnamada